Here is an overview of the automation. Here I am showing the automation in action. The first way I am updating str random number is through CSS Selector. When I ran the automation this time, the number was 1. So the expected outcome is going to be 1 plus 1, which equals 2. Here is the output from OpenRPA. str random number equals 1. Obj-execute script equals 1. This automation has successfully grabbed information from the browser and added them together. Now I will run the same automation, but instead of using CSS Selector, I will use Xpaths. These variables are used in the getElement activity. When you have a value that has double quotes in it, but you need to pass it as a string value, just provide another set of quotation marks to avoid errors. We were successfully able to gather information from the browser using Xpaths and CSS selectors. Now let's review the variables in more detail.
Variable name. Execute string script. Variable type. String. Variable default value. Document. Query selector. .gwscsf random number __ result. Text content. Input element not found. Text content. Variable purpose. This is JavaScript that finds the element. Variable name. Int added together. Variable type. Integer. Variable default value. Null. Variable purpose. This is adding int random number plus int execute script. Variable name. Int execute script. Variable type. Integer. Variable default value. Null. Variable purpose. This is the result of parsing obj execute script. Variable name. Int random number. Variable type. Integer. Variable default value. 0. Variable purpose. This is the result of parsing street random number. Variable name. Obj execute script. Variable type. Object. Variable default value. Null. Variable purpose. This is the result of execute string script. Variable name. str selector value. Variable type. String. Variable default value. Null. Variable purpose. This is used in the getElement activity. Needs to be updated to the corresponding str selector type. Variable name. str selector type. Variable type. String. Variable default value. Null. Variable purpose. This variable is used to determine what type of selector to use. Possible values are Xpath and Css Selector. Variable name. Title looking for. Variable type. String. Variable default value. Google Chrome. Variable purpose. This is the name of the application I would like to focus on. Variable name. Google Chrome is running. Variable type. Boolean. Variable default value. True. Variable purpose. When this is set to false, the automation stops running and provides an output code. Variable name. Str-number default. Variable type. String. Variable default value. Default. Variable purpose. This is the output if street random number is not a value I am looking for. Variable name. Str number 1. Variable type. String. Variable default value. Number 1. Variable purpose. This is the output if street random number equals 1. Numbers 1 through 9 have their own corresponding outputs. Variable name. Str. Variable type. String. Variable default value. https://www.google.com/search. Q equals Google plus random plus number plus generator. Variable purpose. This is the URL for the sequence. Variable name. Street random number. Variable type. String. Variable default value. Null. Variable purpose. When I land on the correct page, this variable is updated to the selected item's value. Variable name. Int timer interval. Variable type. Int 32. Variable default value. 1000. Variable purpose. I place this variable inside of the delay activity. I then copy and paste the delay activity all throughout the sequence. If I need to modify the delay activity, I can just modify this variable and all delay activities get updated from the variables section inside of OpenRPA.
Here is a review of the activities. Here is avb.net script for launching Chrome. You have to first import system diagnostics into OpenRPA for this script to work. I am passing str URL inside of this script. Activate Google Chrome is an AutoHotkey script. This is using title looking for variable. If OpenRPA is not able to locate Google Chrome, this sets the variable to false. Once this script is run, it will find Google Chrome and make it the active window. Is Chrome running this activity takes care of Google Chrome not being found. There is an activity that will exit the automation with an output code. The name of this activity is called throw business rule exception. Str random number is a get element activity. There are 3 attributes in this activity: URL, selector type, and selector value. Notice the Xpath is using an ID with double quotation marks since it is a string VB.net variable. Flowchart, this is used to take care of the switch case statements. This handles when the value is 1 through 9 or default. Close tab is an AutoHotkey script that closes the Google Chrome tab. Parse and add values is taking the string values and parsing them as integers, then adding them together. This brings us to my detailed exploration of RPA activities. Let's delve into each step of the process. First up is the assign activity. Here, we define the selector type used in subsequent getElement activities. Currently, we're employing Css Selector, but switching to Xpath is as simple as updating the value. You are able to choose if you want to use the Css Selector or Xpath. I am also showing the annotations part of the activity. This is very helpful for setting reminders or leaving comments. Next, we have the delay activity. By using timespan.fromMilliseconds, we set an integer timer interval. This flexibility allows us to easily adjust timing without modifying each individual activity. Now, let's launch Chrome with avb.net script. We define variables and import necessary libraries, ensuring smooth execution. This is how you import system diagnosis. Activating Chrome is streamlined with an AutoHotkey script. It checks if Chrome is running. Boolean Chrome is running is set to false if it's not. Title looking for is used in this automation. Once Boolean is Chrome running is set to false, this will trigger the throw business rule exception. This provides an output code and stops the automation from continuing. Moving on to capturing the value from the browser. We pass URL, selector type, and value, updating str random number accordingly. Additionally, we demonstrate using JavaScript to fetch information from the page. When creating JavaScript from scratch, make sure there is a result from the JavaScript for OpenRPA to capture the results. If this is not working properly, reset the browser extension. Commenting out sections of code is a breeze, making it easy to exclude specific actions from execution. This flowchart simplifies decision-making. With a start button and switch activity, we efficiently manage different scenarios. Since the variables are updated in the variables section of OpenRPA, we do not have to drill down into the flowchart every time we need to update the values. To visualize the information from the JavaScript activity, we output the result of the execute script. Since it's an object, we convert it to a string for console display. After completing our tasks, we close Chrome with a keyboard shortcut, automating the process. We are sending Ctrl-W to close the tab in Chrome. We do this for repeatability. Finally, the brain of our operation, parsing and combining values to drive further actions. This is taking the string values and converting them to integers, then adding them together. And there you have it, a comprehensive overview for gathering information from the browser. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.